It's okay. I've come to that understanding. People, 7 p.m. Y'all see who I got with me, everybody. Got my dog with me. He's sitting in for one sick Emmanuel Glaze. Emmanuel Glaze, get better, my boy.
Get well soon, Glaze.
That's the kids say, my boy. Get better, my boy.
My guy.
But, it's 7 o'clock. Work got to still be done. So, got to bring in E because, of course, we're talking NFL. All things NFL.
Well, so listen, I know you gave an assignment for 10 NFL questions, but I have a couple of them that ain't.
But E, it don't matter. This your boy you talking to.
That's true. That's facts.
What do I know? Is everybody like to say, what don't he know? Well, I don't know. I did know that one Orenthal James Simpson was sick. And I'm because my guy, OJ, has gone to glory.
I know.
Jesus.
I know. That was something to wake up to. Because as people have been saying all day, do you separate the two? And I do. I mean, he was that hero for us football wise for such a long time that, all the stuff later in life, all the messy stuff later in life.
Messy.
I separate that stuff later in life, So, it is, he was a polarizing figure on and off the field. let's just put it like that.
Very, very polarizing. And it's crazy. I don't, as I talk to the babies at work today, the young guns who all they know OJ Simpson for is the trial and just everything post
right
NFL and so because they like why you keep tripping about OJ? And I'm like, you guys don't understand. OJ was the first mega star that we had, the first guy to transition sports, entertainment. He was such an iconic person, and it was like prior to 94, everybody loved OJ.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't this Buffalo Bills fan or anything like that. It's just, what he did on the field, and then the other part was that for us in our generation, he was that great slapstick actor too that we enjoyed in a lot of funny movies as well.
Naked Gun, all of
yeah. So I just it was so much more to him than just
right
that 1994 white Bronco run down messed up. Look, I was down. I'm gonna tell y'all where I was. Y'all know about Rio Mall. Rio Mall was the spot. Rio Mall. With the big TV, everybody down there, we're watching basketball game. We're like, what the heck is going on? And it got to the point where people like, show the tires out.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course. So my first question for you: what is your fondest memory of one OJ Simpson?
Oh, this a good one. So. And I kind of posted about it earlier today. OJ was a spokesman for Dingo Boots. Every time I saw this Dingo Boot commercial, I would just go crazy because I just had to have these Dingo Boots. These Dingo Boots. Had to have the Dingo Boots. I still remember the jingle. OJ walking around in this brown. He had like a 3-piece brown suit with like a like light brown
patches
shirt.
on, whatever.
Man, let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. My mama got me a pair of them Dingo Boots. If y'all couldn't tell me nothing, I was torn. You know what torn? So he just asked, listen. I felt like I was OJ.
Yeah.
When I wore them Dingo Boots. And of course, his famous commercial where he running through the airport. And I think everybody has done
everybody. And then I think that was everybody's, we're telling our age, y'all. Sorry. I think that was everybody's fantasy of even being at the airport. One of your things was,
lay at the airport and I'm gonna run through that thing like OJ.
And people still say that to this day. People come on the plane sweating, going, I was running through this airport like OJ. Yeah. People still say that to this day.
Yeah. That was like my my fondest memory of OJ. I can remember his last football game was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
When he was with the 49ers, and my dad was such a huge OJ Simpson fan.
Mm-hmm.
Not a 49 fan, but he was a huge OJ, and he didn't play that much that day. All I ever remember is OJ had this big ass head. His head was just bigger than the average human head. And I was just like, how you get a helmet on? Gigantic head, gigantic afro. Those are like my fondest memories of OJ. Being able to get those boots and to say I actually saw OJ
with your own two eyes.
With my own two eyes. Like that was just dope for me. And again, whatever happened with all the other stuff, but you know this. I've always bumped for OJ. We done had OJ conversations or people saying something about OJ, and I'm always gonna be like, man, OJ didn't do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my what's yours, E?
That Bronco on TV. I'm just kidding. Dude, you just don't understand. We were like, okay, look, this basketball game is dope. What is going on? And then
he ruined the NBA finals. They broke into the NBA finals.
Really, it really got us into it. My other memory, of course, y'all. Sorry, I'm going there. Is listen, I was the only one that looked like me when we ran off the plane to go hear that verdict. I landed in Springfield, Missouri. And it was me and the two pilots and ran off the plane. It was that's when I worked for ASA. It was a small plane. We had gotten there, ran off the plane. They get ready to announce the verdict. You go inside this little cafe or whatever inside the airport. And they said, not guilty. I said, oh shit. I'm about to get back on this plane just in case y'all some start popping off because man, I was like, dang. Anyway, but like I said, I just remember him being such a graceful runner on the football field. I mean, and just I really liked hearing even though it came out through this whole mess, hearing the background story of how he grew up and his whole family dynamic. It was just it was just amazing to me. So but yeah, that was that on that plane, I was like, let me get up out of here.
Yeah. It was wild. I was at the Sears in Shannon Mall paying my mom's bill. So I had crept home to try to steal some groceries. Go back to the dorm. She came home.
Did you hear?
She was like, "Hey, what you doing?
Make yourself useful."
I was like, taking food back to the dorm. I'm hungry. She said, "Well, all right, go pay this Sears bill for me and have a good day." And in the electronic department, it was so many people standing around. It was like half and half. And this is one of the first times you really got to feel the dynamics of racism.
Right.
Because when they read that verdict, every TV in the electronic department was on. You had white people huddled together. You had black people huddled together.
Yep.
And when that lady said not guilty, all the black people jumped up shouting. All the white people disbelief. I was like,
nah, dude, I was out that church tiptoeing out the room.
I was like, whoa. And I can remember paying the bill and heading back to the dorm like, but I better not get pulled over by no police. It's on out here.
It's on out here.
It's on out here.
Yeah.
Woo! So yeah, man. Shout out to OJ, man. Like, the memes and it's just some cruel people in the world, but you come to understand that's what social media is. Everybody got a joke, everybody got a meme. I mean, that's just life.
You know, and I'm sure that's why he kept all of this under wraps. Because I mean, nobody knew he was sick.
Right.
Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. So, you know, I guess, you know, after getting out after the second stint of being in jail in Vegas and getting out because, you know, COVID is gonna let him out. You know.
Yeah. He is old. He's older.
He's old. It's gonna let him out. You know. Right, and keeping the low profile to find out this, you know, and everything like that. So it's just, you know, it's really interesting how you come full circle in this here thing, ain't it?
Boy, crazy, and it's just one of those things where you like, I mean, life funny, like you just don't know,
dude.
You're on top of the world, then they hate you. Then they love you again, then they hate you again, and then sometimes somewhere in the middle you find common ground.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Shout out to OJ. Where we going next? What up, Horace? What up, H.O.?
Hey, Horace. Anyway, so it's coming up 25th. We were just talking about draft coming up. You know, 25th is gonna be a great day for me altogether.
Yeah.
I think so.
Now it's gonna be a great day for me. It's up now. We up. So
listen. What do you think the first 3 picks are gonna be? Let's talk about what do you think the first 3 picks are. Because if we think about it, Maceo, has it gone as it was supposed to be scripted to go for the last few years?
Never. It never does.
Never does.
It never does.
Never does.
That's why I dub this all the time. Line season. Everybody lying. Everybody lying. Like, and I just poke. It's so funny because this year, more than anything, is so unpredictable that DraftKings, any gambling site, MGM, any gambling site, they're not letting you bet on the draft this year.
Because you just trying to figure out what's going on. I mean, I think Caleb Williams is gonna go first, but to the Bears. But is he gonna go first to the Bears?
Yeah, well, that's the only sure thing, and we know that's sure because they won't even let you bet that. The one sure thing that we know, they won't even let you bet it because for all intents and purposes, he going to Chicago. Like, we know that. We know that. That's the only sure thing that we got.
Okay.
So Washington is on the clock.
Right.
So you would think they gotta go quarterback.
Are they gonna go quarterback?
But then we sit here and say, well, I mean, Dan Quinn is the head coach.
Exactly.
So, I mean, and now he has pretty boy, Cliff Kingsbury is his offensive coordinator.
Exactly.
So who does Cliff Kingsbury like?
Who does he like?
Do he like Drake May? Do he like Jordan?
Does he like Jordan? Does he like JJ McCarthy? Does he like
Who does he like? Jaden, not Jordan. Jaden Daniels. Do we like Jaden? I mean, so we would like to believe that Washington's going number 2, going quarterback.
But Maceo, we saw the Bears reach with Mitchell Trubisky.
No doubt.
What? I mean, you know, I know it wasn't a top pick for us, but we jumped right over TJ Watt and took Takk McKinley. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, you just do not know what's going on with in these war rooms with these people in the know.
Yeah. So, and now you're hearing that basically the Patriots, who are at 3, they like, listen,
what you got?
Who want a quarterback?
Right, exactly.
We have Jacoby Brissett, who's gonna be our starter.
He's gonna be our starter. We're done. We're done with that part.
Now, do we love one of these guys to develop? I don't know. So, like, 3. I mean, listen, 1, 2, 3 is. I mean, it's difficult.
And let's just talk about that with the Patriots right quick. So, why are you gambling on Jacoby Brissett?
So, this is what Patriot fans really need to understand. Now, if they think it's going to be some kind of dynamic difference between the Belichick era and the Jared Mayo era, they're sadly mistaken.
Right, because
right. Who has he learned everything from?
Direct descendant.
Bill Belichick.
I mean, you see it. You saw it in Matt Patricia, the whole persona of him. That's why he's been a failure, because you can't copy people. You gotta have some kind of individuality. Matt Patricia,
right?
Cut sleeve. I was just looking. I'm like, man, you ain't even original, my guy. You're not even original.
So, I mean, why should Patriot fans feel that Jared Mayo is going to usher in this whole new era?
Yeah.
So, Erika, this is going to be so crazy.
I know.
Because after they turn Caleb name in, I mean, we all going to be kind of like sitting around like,
who next?
Who next? What's going to happen? Or it could be a team sitting out there like, you know what? Everybody's so goofy that they might trade with us so we can jump in at 2 because we really like one of these guys. So, I mean, it should be quarterback, but I wouldn't bet it. Honestly, I wouldn't bet it.
Yeah, me either. That's like I'm kind of befuddled as to, especially when you hear the Patriots saying, "Oh no, we good with Jacoby Brissett."
Yeah, we good. We got we brought our guy back home.
I like
he
Jacoby.
Is a Patriot guy.
I like him. I think we both like Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
But when you have the number 3 pick,
that way. That way. But then too, like we always say, hey, listen, everybody could be lying. Everybody could be like, you know, lying. Yeah. I mean, we know we gonna take Marvin Harrison Jr.
Right.
Or we know we gonna take Malik Neighbors or whoever. Right. So I mean, listen, the one thing we do know, the teams know who they taking.
Right.
They know. It just ain't told nobody.
Yeah, I guess they know. I guess they know. I'm telling you. I mean, because I'm trying to figure out who talks people into stuff? Who talked them into saying, "Oh, Mitchell Trubisky is just this"?
Well, that comes from guys in these rooms. They overthink it. You know how sometimes you can be too smart. See, most of these execs and GMs, of course, they're here because once upon a time or somebody told them that they are the smartest individuals on the planet.
Right.
And where stuff should seem like no way on God's green earth.
On God's green earth.
Do you think that Mitchell Trubisky is better than Deshaun Watson? Like Deshaun Watson should have been the first quarterback. Like we all know that.
I can't get over it. That you take McKinley at all.
Well, but again.
So that was Jim Moore. We know that was Jim Moore Jr. talking to the bike riders saying, "Hey, I got this guy in California. I know you don't never see him, but I'm gonna send you some stuff."
Yeah.
What?
It happens. It happens every year.
Bert.
Every year, it's a guy who's gonna get overdrafted.
Right.
Every year.
We see it every year.
We see it every year.
I mean, but I swear, Maceo, I swear lately it has been, it's chronically every year. I mean, every year you going like, what were y'all thinking about? What were y'all thinking about?
I'm telling you, when you talk to these people, listen, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. When you talk to these people swear they so smart. They got it all figured out. It's like you can't tell these MFers nothing because they have done this and they've been here and they did this and they talked to this person here and they got this insight on this. And they sell it to us.
Right.
And it's like, hey, listen, just wait till you see him. Well, I mean, okay, yeah. And when we see him, you like this. And but this how they get fired. But this how all these guys get fired too. So
that's true.
Lisa, every single year, Lisa. I mean, we can take any draft and you can just name a guy. You'd be like, yeah, man, him. I mean, think about this.
Lately, we've been able to go down the list and say, okay, so
think about this, E. Think about this, E. We were sold that Zach Wilson was just this special talent.
It's this special once a year generational talent.
We were sold that, and now the Jets trying to get rid of him. Like they can't even get rid of him.
And just like he came out like Ryan Leaf, like a child. Like Ryan, I'm like, like you're like, so y'all didn't know he was this immature?
Yeah, Twan, that right? Trey Lance. Trey Lance played about 8 college football games.
That was that Kyle Shanahan arrogance. I don't need a quarterback to be all world. I just need him to do what I want him to do.
Right. I'm the cheat code.
I'm the one.
I'm the joystick.
I'm the genius here.
Yeah, you just do what I say.
You just do what I say, and you get to go. And luckily, he did. He looked up on another one who is doing what he says, good to go.
Yeah,
so
but that's luck. That's luck.
Yeah,
that's luck. Because you gave up the farm to get Trey Lance, so that's who you wanted. That's who was supposed to be the guy. But
that was
we see it every year. We can just name guys.
Yeah, and look, I know hindsight is 20/20, but every time I've looked at it, like even beforehand, even last year, I'm like, okay, and maybe it was me being the Georgia fan going like, why y'all so up on itty bitty again? I mean, it's one thing to do what you did at Alabama in college, but it's another thing to try to translate that to the NFL, where these guys are 10 times bigger and they're coming out of your head.
Wow.
So, I didn't understand why the Panthers did that, but that's a them problem. So whatever. Whatever.
So again, be prepared, everybody.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, we all gonna scratch our head like, damn.
What they did that for? I just hope it's not us. I hope it's not us. I hope it, unlike, some of the guys on the radio saying, oh, if Marvin Harrison Jr. followed us, we got to get. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What? Why do we keep ignoring the defense? Why do we keep? We need a pass rusher on the defensive line. We have needed a pass rusher on the defensive line for the last 20 years.
Well, I'm. Let me go on this. Help you out with this right now.
Hell.
You're not taking the defensive lineman, so let's keep going. All
right. Yeah, they're gonna get cut out again. They'll get cut
right. And listen, I don't.
Just stuck
on I don't want that smoke, so I'm just telling y'all now. You're not taking defensive lineman at 8.
Just stuck on stupid. You can't tell me that you keep wanting to get receivers.
Well, they're not gonna get a receiver. Now they're not taking a receiver. Everybody, they're not taking a receiver. Not taking a receiver, but they're not taking defensive lineman. I take defensive line.
Anyway, okay, so you're gonna make me mad. Let me go to the
I don't listen, and I don't want to make you mad. That's why I say let's keep going.
So listen, my second question is, did you have something for me? You
that's good. That's good.
Cool.
That's good.
How many wide receivers, speaking of wide receivers, do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna draft now since they got this arrest warrant out for your boy?
Man, Rashay Rice. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man. It's so funny. I was going through my phone and I got some footage of me and Rashay at the Super Bowl that I didn't post. I don't even want to post it now. But they definitely, Jerry, I agree with they got to draft 2 receivers now.
They got to draft 2.
Because we do know he is gonna miss a lot of time.
He's gonna miss a lot of time.
He gonna miss half the season.
Yeah.
He gonna miss 8 games.
And listen, my black peoples, listen to me. When you do tomfoolery in places like Florida and Texas, guess what? They coming for your head. This one of my friends like, that ain't even, man, that much weed ain't even, blah, blah, blah. I said, it is in Texas.
But hold on, E. It ain't about how much weed it was. The food left the scene.
No. I'm telling you that the weed is that's a mandatory. It's mandatory. That's a mandatory.
I know that, but what I'm saying, everybody keep going. I like bump the amount of weed.
Oh yeah, that too.
He left the scene.
Oh yeah, on camera. I tell my sweet children all the time. Listen, in this day and age, it's a camera. It's a camera everywhere.
Everywhere. Now,
stuff if you don't think is a camera, is a camera.
If he don't leave the scene, they might not never find the weed.
Yeah, it will just spit. Yeah, left to
I mean, the car sitting there, they gonna go through because they trying to figure out who it belongs to.
It's fool. It was like, what's the name of that the expensive place y'all can rent cars from? The exotic cars you can rent from, like my kid did from yeah. That's basically what he did, y'all. That's what he did. The car wasn't his.
Yeah, but it was sure registered him. It was registered to him. Clown. So yeah, they're gonna have to draft 2 receivers. Yeah. They're definitely gonna take a receiver in the first round. Now they're definitely taking a receiver in the first round now.
Definitely.
And they're gonna get one later because I mean Sky Moore didn't work out. A couple other guys, Kadarius Toney probably out of there.
Yeah.
So
that whole thing, Rasheed Rice, they were like, "Oh, we found him. Yeah, we found him."
He was morphing into wide receiver 1 in Kansas City.
Wide receiver 1. And
this mofo wants to.
Yeah, his nephew still there. Marlon says.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
He's still there.
Yeah.
He will be a Kansas City Chief. He understands now that, hey, maybe this is where I belong. I don't need to go chase nothing else. Let me just stay right here.
Maybe stay right here and act like I got sense. I done already caught the Super Bowl touchdown. Let me see if I can catch some more balls.
Yeah. They love me. I love them. Let's stay together. Let's stay together.
Good. Let's go, nephew. Get some more shots. So anyway, we're gonna go to a team that's in your division, Maceo. Your favorite rival, who is going to look very different coming into the new season.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. They have, this is a big shakeup from top to bottom, offensive line, defensive line. I mean, how do you let that guy get away? I mean, he's just a game wrecker all by himself.
Yeah.
Of course, I wish we would get him, but somehow, a conditional 3rd round pick was too much.
You know how you let him go, E? You know why you let him go? The money. They can't afford him.
Yeah, they can't afford him.
Can't afford him. You just gave your quarterback a lot of money.
Yeah.
When you traded for AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Gave him a lot of money. Hey, guess who contract getting ready to come up real soon? Devontae.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you have and this here goes, when you pay your quarterback top dollar, understand that other pieces of your team are gonna suffer.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. That is the thing about it. When you get to the point where that's why, Seattle was able to slide through that all that time with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have to pay him. Then you get to the point where you got to pay these quarterbacks. Yeah. And then, and quarterbacks in this league are commanding freaking top dollar. Look how much they just paid your commercial boy. I mean, the artist formerly known as commercial boy.
They gonna listen. Your quarterback gonna beat up your salary crap. Think about this. Yeah. The 49ers got about a 2-year window.
Right.
If they don't get it done next year, because this is going to be going on this year 3 for your boy. So he only got a 4-year deal.
That's my curse. I'm putting it on him.
So you're going to have to give him $40-50 million.
Yeah.
And when you give him that, now that's why it's so important for them to go in. If you're going to give Ayuk some money, give him the money now. But they're looking at, hey, we might have to save that money they were giving Ayuk because
pay Brock Purdy. Yep.
Paid Christian. Yep. Paid what's the defense in there? Bosley. Paid Bosley. Mm-hmm. You paid Debo. Yep. You paid Trent Williams. Yep. All these guys got their money. You gotta sit here and say, oh my God. Brock Purdy. And listen, if y'all think Brock Purdy gonna get him a discount,
no, he's not. He's not gonna give him a discount.
He done been because he's looking at some guys that right now he's playing better football than a lot of guys.
I'm playing better than y'all. I didn't go to the Super. What y'all do?
And I'm out here on this.
What you do, Baker Mayfield?
I'm getting this 7th round money. Duh. Pay me.
Yep.
So so a lot of these teams, you just, you're real good until it's time to pay that quarterback. Once you have to pay that quarterback, everything changes.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. Why should he? He shouldn't. He won't. He will not. So we do
I like when I always hear people be like, man, I had to give them a hometown discount. So, like I always say, when you go to your job, tell your job, you know what? Hey man, I know this dude that we should hire. Cut my salary and let bring him in.
You're right, Marlon. It gotta blame it on the Giants and all that money they gave to Danny Dimes, who is what? Yeah. So you're right. You are absolutely right. So anyway, but speaking of quarterbacks, my next question for you, I subjected myself to the ignorance of your friend on his podcast. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at this because I need to ask Maceo a question about his objection or not objection. I couldn't decide if he was objecting to the money Kirk Cousins was getting, or he was initially like, oh, I'm cool with him getting paid. But I'm like, well, make up your mind.
He was pocket watching.
He was pocket watching like a mug.
Yeah. Cal pocket watching. He
can have all these people. I'm here in Atlanta. Okay, so you are here in Atlanta, but you were not watching Atlanta Falcons football. You were a quarterback somewhere else, sir. They were like, oh, Matt Ryan had all these weapons and and all this other stuff. And I'm like, so we're going back to Matt now? Did you not see the defense? I think you were running all over the defense. What are you talking about? I mean, so he's talked about Kirk Cousins and the money he got and who we can have and all this other stuff. And he was trying to kind of twist it to make it seem like, it was some nefarious stuff that was going on. But one thing I did agree with that he says the reason why Kirk Cousins get paid the way he does is because he keeps his nose out of mess. He keep his nose out of mess. He just goes and does his job. He don't have endorsement deals, but that dude done made $300 million guaranteed over his career.
Boy done got NBA money. The boy done got NBA money.
God. Oh my gosh. I mean, and not that I was particularly crazy about the Falcons giving that much money to a guy who's coming off Achilles. I said that 1,001 times. I would have rather we gone the cheap route and sign Russell Williams. I mean Russell, what's his name?
Wilson. Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that. I mean, even if they didn't want to do the trade, give up all the picks or whatever the case may for Justin Fields, that didn't work out. My whole thing was that's a lot of money to give a guy that you're not an older guy that's coming off a major injury like that. So
no. Yeah, Cam was definitely pocket watching. So it's just always crazy because I mean I think, and I'm asking this next week when you come to boot camp. I think so many times. I think all of these guys, that's like doing media and everything now. I think sometimes they get so once they start talking, they just like, they just. I like Shannon brought up like, now, they're gonna kill you for XYZ. And I think sometimes they forget, like, hey, you were in that boat once upon a time. There's a lot of people who felt like, hey, why are we paying a guy who does da-da-da-da? So, I mean, he's been there.
Well, yeah, I mean, because that's what Shannon said when he came, we're going to go through this, but a lot of people don't like the way you dress. They don't like the way you carry yourself and all that stuff. They don't like the way you talk about women. He's talking about, and they say the clothes you wear, about, he said, well, bring your girl around me and see if I can get her. I'm like, ew.
Hey, that is some true, that's a College Park Red Oak answer if I ever heard one.
Yes.
I like, that's how we talk over there, Red Oak. How we talk.
Yeah.
But he was pocket watching.
Yeah,
and he was also bumping for his guy. Justin is his guy.
And I understand that. I mean, like
Justin
I
said,
I would have if the money was better, I would have taken a fire on Justin as opposed to. But look, We already talked about these dudes in Atlanta need to win, and they need to win now.
They need to win now. They need to win now.
Yeah.
The NFL is a win now league. I mean, I'm always, and me and you, we've laughed at we laugh at peaks all the time, but when you and I talk to people, and it's always people like, well, we need to build. And it's like, yo, they giving nobody no time to build.
Right.
Nobody getting no time to build. You got to get in here and you got to make it happen. It's like when the Rams, the F them picks run they had.
Let's see. He was like, yeah, and that's kind of what people are even said about the Falcons.
Yeah.
Let's trade up and get, let's move up to number 3. Let's move up to number 2 or whatever the case may be. But you have to build other positions on your team.
Yeah. That roster and see, this is where you look at teams like, I mean, think about the Rams. Huge hole to field now with our guy gone, with Aaron Donald gone.
Yeah.
But when you look at that team, if you look at that defense, they're not really paying nobody no money. So it's a very cheap defense. Offensively, outside of Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp, nobody really making no money. So they can sit here and, I mean, Jesus Christ, now they're going to save about $30 million with Aaron Donald being gone.
Right.
Well, now they can say F them picks part 2 and say, I know that.
Especially when you took a guy like Puka-Nuka and he did what he did last year.
That's what I'm saying. So you probably figure Matthew Stafford probably got one more year.
Yeah.
We got all this capital. We not paying nobody. Let's go get a big free agent. Let's go make a splash. Let's make one more run.
I mean, because you saw how they almost did what they did last year.
See what I'm saying?
So,
for cheap. Yeah, but as far as Cam was tripping a little bit. And that's why I was like, man, this interview all over the place. Like, this interview is all over the place.
Okay, at first I was gonna look at the whole thing and I was like, he was talking like he was okay. No, let me just Google the part that says what he says about Kirk Cousins.
And you know what killed me about Cam?
I can't stomach that.
When he always go third person, when he always go, man, Cam Newton, I'm like, yeah, because Cam Newton.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Cam was pocket watching. Cam feeling some kind of way. Cam, you know this. Cam, this the industry, this the position. The quarterback gonna make the money, and when there is a demand for your services, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Somebody put in the comments. Kirk Cousins gonna get that money from somebody. Somebody gonna get Kirk Cousins that money
from somebody.
Yeah, Marlon. It ain't never good when you talking third person, man. It's never. I always think about the great Ricky Henderson, man.
No, I always think about Michael Vick when he was outside the Fox Theater. He said, "Oh, Mike Vick gonna be all right." Also,
the world love Mike Vick.
Oh, he going to jail.
He going to jail. I said too. When he said that, I ain't got no words, man. The world love Mike Vick.
I like, he guilty. He ain't going to jail.
That boy going to jail. That boy showed up about 3 weeks later for court. No cornrows. That boy got a haircut, looking good. Now they're like, Mike, it's too late, Mike.
Too late.
Too late, my boy. Too late, my boy. Too late, big dog. Too late, Mike.
That is too funny.
The world love Mike Vick, and so do the feds.
And that's where you going. Clink, clink.
They threw that man. They threw that man in fed lockup. Jesus.
Man, his cousin's like, this ain't my car. This Mike Vick car. You know who he is. Let me tell you what we did. And then you should come to his house.
Devin just go to court, dog.
That's your cousin?
My boy just go to court.
Cousin. All y'all live in his house.
My boy just go to court. They only showed up because you had an FTA, man. Go to court.
No, what?
You sitting around here living in a $500,000 house with no job. You got one job. Go to court.
His wife be like, it would just be Nigels on top of Nigels on top of Nigels. She's like, who are these people?
Hey man, I tell y'all, man, when my dog Officer Barlow You know, when Barlow they pulled Mike over them that night. They was up there spun divots. It was about eight mofos and about 3 different cars. Mm-hmm. And they pulled them up because, you know, they smelled the weed. They was on the weed. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, Barlow like, hey, man, damn, man, Mike Vick in the car. Barlow said, man, hold on, man. We got to make a phone call, man. They made a phone call. They sent 1 limo to pick up Mike Vick.
Right, 1. I don't know about the rest of them clowns.
Oh, yeah, everybody else right here, y'all going to jail. He ain't going to jail, but all y'all going to jail.
Right.
And all them went to jail. The limo came and got Mike Vick and took Mike Vick home. So, right. I mean, damn, Mike Vick. Yeah, but everybody, don't talk third person, man. Don't be out here tossing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not.
Erika Gray going to be all right. Because at the end of the day, EG going to be fine.
Don't talk third person and don't mess around with people named Black Mike. If you know somebody named Black Mike, you need to run fast. Black Mike is trouble.
Man, who all over there, man? Steve, Ray, shit, Black Mike. Oh!
Do not go.
I ain't going.
Do not go.
I'm good. Either Black Mike or Black Tony.
Black Mike or Black Tony. If it's Black Mike or Black Tony, don't go.
Black Mike, Black Tony, and Fat Tony. Definitely stay away from Fat Tony.
Oh, yeah, and Fat Mike, too. Yeah. So, stupid. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this next portion I want to talk about. With Black Tony, right? Black Tony Marlon.
Idiot Black Tony.
With this shakeup that's going on with running backs. But this person's going to this place, this person's going to this place. Let's talk about it.
Hold on, Jared say one of the realest people he ever met was named Black Mike.
Yeah, okay, yeah, real.
Jared, I bet you ain't go nowhere after 2:00 in the morning with Black Mike though. Probably got some sage advice from Black Mike, but you ain't go nowhere with him, Jared. I know you because you smart, Jared. I know you, Jared. I know you, so. Yeah.
He was real till he ain't gonna squeal like a canary. I'm like, how you gonna just tell all that man business, Mike?
Whatever.
Anyway, Saquon, Mixon, and Derrick Henry. Who do you think is? This was one of the questions. Actually, I got this from Shay. He asked this question. I thought it was a really good question, so I want to ask you: who is going to make the biggest impact their new team? Saquon, Joe Mixon in Houston, or Derrick Henry in Baltimore?
I think it's gonna be Mixon. And I think it's gonna be.
I said the same thing, Maxio. You gotta stop it, man. I said the same
thing. I think it's gonna be Mixon because what they're gonna ask Mixon to do is totally different from what Philadelphia gonna want Saquon to do, and definitely what they're gonna ask Derrick Henry to do. Me personally, I think Derrick Henry, as sexy as that was on paper,
it's just gonna be a goal line guy.
I think it's gonna be a little. It's gonna be like I think we're gonna look around, kind of like when they signed Odell. How everybody was excited about Odell going to Baltimore.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be like, upon further review, that wasn't that good.
But look, as great as he has been for as long as he has been, you saw the decline the last couple of years, y'all.
Saw the decline.
I thought he should have just retired. I thought he should have retired, but since he decided not to retire,
But he do all these crazy workouts, so I guess he like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go. And see the thing with that too, man. Listen, Lamar like to run that football.
Right.
Lamar like to run that football. Lamar gonna be pulling that football. Y'all think he gonna be getting that thing there? Lamar gonna pull that football. But
I mean, it's a meme with Odell standing in the end zone. It's Will Smith standing in the house. It's empty in the Fresh Prince. Looking at the empty house, and that's Odell in the end zone, wide open. Watch Lamar run the ball.
Yeah. Why you won't throw the ball to me? Why you don't throw the ball to me? Joe Mixon in that Houston offense is gonna be filled.
Yes.
They got all these weapons, and by the way,
all these weapons.
You just add the malcontent of Stephon Diggs, so now he gonna probably see a much lighter box. So when they do hand that thing to Joe Mixon, boy,
I'm telling you that's the team on paper. that looks real good. And that goes into my next question. With how they look on paper, what is the one thing you think they need to get them over the top? Or you think Houston?
They need to stay healthy.
That
they need to stay healthy. I think year 2 D'Amico and that defense is gonna be even better.
Yeah, even better.
I think CJ is gonna be even better. Since they brought Diggs in the fold, that's the only, like, that to me, that's a concern. Because I'm sitting there like, this guy has proven twice.
Yeah.
He's not a team guy.
He a locker room. Look, he a locker room cancer. Look, let me tell you.
What made me think he finna go in there and all of a sudden he finna fly straight?
So I was listening to this guy who played for the Falcons back in the day, and he says, you know, of course Roddy really credits Joe Horn with coming in and teaching him how to be a professional.
Yeah.
How to actually do this game and not be tricking off and doing all this stuff. And he feels like, Roddy feels like, and Julio said the same thing, that he passed that down to Julio. Yeah. But what happened was when Tony Gonzalez came in and he's this vet, well, you know, no, Tony don't have to go to mandatory all season. You know, Tony can show up. No, Tony don't have to practice though. And so it started rubbing off on Julio. And he felt like, oh, he shouldn't have to practice. He shouldn't have to do this and he shouldn't have to do that. And this guy was talking about how he felt like that was one of the things that started messing up the team as far as red zone targets for Julio. He said because he wasn't practicing. They weren't practicing that.
Yeah.
And so the timer was always off on it because they weren't practicing that because Julio wasn't there. That's not what they did. You know, he come out, he do a couple things, and you know, that's why I call him tap out. He was tapping out, even at practice. And he said,
I mean, you kind of can tell. I mean,
yeah.
You kind of can tell.
Yeah. So you have to be careful about people that come in the locker room, and if they have bad habits, that's gonna rub off on your young team who's still buying in right now.
Yeah.
I think that's why Houston was so successful, because not only did you have, you know, D'Amico came in with his system and everybody was buying in. So you have somebody come in, is he gonna buy in?
I mean, what has he shown you anything to show you that he gonna buy in?
No.
Like, we supposed to believe now all of a sudden Stephon Diggs not gonna be a counselor.
No. Yeah.
Like, and Marlon, now he wearing number 1. He already on his Instagram. He got his Houston helmet and all. He catching balls on the jug machine. You know, he doing all this stuff. But I'm like, dude. And
I'm playing. I'm faking it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this part right here.
At what point does CJ? I mean, the organization, because I'm pretty sure they had the conversation with him. Like, dude, listen, you cannot come in here and disrupt what we got now. We have a good thing going on right here. We are building. Dude, you can't come in here and get on our quarterback nerve. You can't come here and disrupt these young receivers who are developing. You can't. You just can't do it.
Can't do it.
I don't like this move. I don't like this move at all.
I don't think anybody like this move with him.
Yeah, you know? Jared. I'm just wondering, at what week is it the week that he getting 2 catches, he getting 3 catches? What week does he still have one of them sideline explosions? Because the first one he had, if I'm D'Amico, and y'all know D'Amico workout, y'all see how tight his shirts are. So he probably go over there and jack Stephon Diggs up and be like,
I know I would. I know I would.
I'm benching 405. You know what I'm saying? You see how tight this shirt is, homeboy?
Right.
I put these hands on you, dog. I put hands on you.
Right.
So I didn't like this, man. I didn't like this at all. In Houston, we're gonna find out, because Houston kind of snuck up on everybody last year. Yep. This year they're gonna get all off season, leading up to season. They're gonna get so much love. Everybody gonna be talking about Houston Texans, and
I mean, but just because we just talked about it, on paper, they look like they are the team.
They pretty.
They party on paper. So.
Oh my God! Like, so you just start reading off some of them names. Like, oh God, they got him too.
Yeah,
oh,
right, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So good luck, Houston. Good luck, Houston.
Okay, so we talked about this earlier, so we're gonna have to go back there because it's one of my questions. Since you were all right last year and made me so mad to you might as well get used to it, Erika. Here in Atlanta, look at my houses. I'm like, what?
Still, it doesn't change the love that we have for each other. E. I just try to give you a head start. That's all, E. That's all.
Anyway, so who are we taking, Maceo? Who the Falcons taking?
Well, right now, E. It's not etched in stone yet. It's not etched in stone yet, but all signs. I mean, all signs, all of them are pointing to a left tackle.
What?
All signs are pointing to a left tackle.
What?
Because again, you just invested $100 million in a quarterback who don't go nowhere.
So you're gonna get a rookie left tackle.
You're gonna get the best left tackle, and you're gonna start him at right tackle, and you're gonna eventually move him to left tackle like everybody else do.
That's stupid.
But it's not really stupid because again, you've invested
again, Maceo. So what? You invest all this money in Kirk Cousins, and you score 25 touchdowns. But guess what? The defense gonna give up 32 points. So what difference does you make? What difference does it make if you keep getting pieces offensively if you can't stop nobody?
But part of playing good defense is having a ball control offense.
Yeah, we did that before. How'd that work?
You gotta listen.
How'd that work?
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't want to talk about it no more, man.
I'm just gonna end with this.
I don't want to talk about it no more.
Y'all said this how E do me all the time. But this our show, so we're gonna keep going. Keep going, E. What's next?
La.
So this was crazy. So E done twist my arm. She didn't really have to twist my arm, but we're gonna watch the draft together. We're going to the draft party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand as far away from E as possible, everybody. I'm telling y'all now.
Yeah, Lisa will be there too. And then we all stand there together.
I'm gonna be way over there somewhere, y'all. I'm not gonna be nowhere near her.
Eric got us some video that at 8, the Atlanta Falcons take Drake London. We were like, what? Man, Lisa just fell on the ground. She's like, anyway.
Could at least draft Garrett Wilson. Could at least
at
least. You're gonna draft a receiver.
Exactly.
You should at least draft Garrett Wilson because you still ain't got no burner on offense. You got Mooney now. You got Mooney now. But
yeah, okay, yeah, he's really fast and really good. 500 yards.
Kirk Cousins gonna find him on that post.
All right, bet. Let's go. So this was my non-NFL but football question that we got here.
I love these.
College football is really doing some crazy stuff, Maceo, with this NIL. Bear Alexander is going yet again to another school. Yeah. He's in transfer portal, so I suspect it's gonna be Texas A&M. It's gonna be in Texas. I think. So, are you of the mind of like the great Nick Saban saying the reason why he got out of it because he feels like NFL is really putting a stranglehold on football, college football as we know it?
This is what I've been trying to tell y'all is coming. Mm-hmm. It's just legal now.
Yeah.
We are looking at free agency. We are looking at kids, families now are looking for the best deal.
Yeah.
And the best deal is always out there.
Yeah.
For a lot of kids. So you have a situation where this school say, look, I know this is what you're getting. Come here, you can get this. You got these collectives who are, making all these crazy offers. And again, all of these coaches will tell you, listen, not only do I have to recruit, I have to recruit the kids I got on the team.
That's my thing. Because they're having to re-recruit the kids they already thought they signed.
Because somebody somewhere is offering your guy a sweeter deal, and some of this.
Okay, so I know it's NIL, I know all that, but there has to be some kind of guardrails. It can't just be the highest bidder, because it'll be somebody always bidding higher.
Right.
Right. And that's why you got a guy like Bear Alexander going to another school. But I mean, he did the same thing in his high school.
Right. Because again, and this is the era that these kids are growing up in, because for the longest it was money under the table.
Yeah.
Now it's and because the NCAA, this is why I keep trying to tell you, the NCAA is a joke, because they wanted no part of it, because they didn't want to govern it.
Yeah.
So they basically say, hey, y'all run with it. Run with it. Because again, what we're setting up, college football is about to break away from the NCAA because they don't need them. Well, so when this next TV deal come up, that's what's gonna happen.
Well, when you see the mess with the basketball side of the NCAA, I mean, I guess the football is the money generator. We know that football is the money generator. It gives all, but that's why that's why the women's basketball championship people were able to fall in love with it, because they're actually there for 4 years. You actually get to know those athletes, and you get to follow them and root for them the entire time. Right. College men's basketball, you're like, who are these people? He gone already.
You don't know nobody. You don't get to know nobody.
And then they get to the league, and it's the same thing, because you drafting these guys number 1, and after 2 years, they've been on their 15 because they don't develop.
I watched the Hawks game last night. 2 kids, one kid that I know personally, Amari Bailey, who should be in his sophomore year at UCLA.
That's crazy.
But he was in such a rush to get to the NBA. Dude was a second round pick. He bounced around. He was basically in the G League the whole season.
Yeah.
So we wanted on like a 2-way deal. So no, you could have pretty much made some of the same money at UCLA, and you would have still been developing.
Yep.
Like that. Everybody is in such a rush to get paid, and not understanding that everybody not gonna get paid. See, that's the kicker.
That's the crazy part.
You got all of these kids who think they're worth X amount of dollars,
and all these parents who think their kids are worth X amount of dollars.
So we got 2 kids that work out with us every morning, and we have the dad who is getting ready to. Basically, his son finna be ineligible in high school.
What'd you say, dude?
Like, dog, why are y'all jumping around? Like, dude,
right?
Stay right where you are. Because
that's what I was just telling you about Barry Alexander. He was ineligible to go to another high school in Texas. That's why he had to go to IMG Academy, because he couldn't transfer to another high school.
Because these parents, see, there's a lot of parents who, like right now, probably the most famous high school kid resides in Georgia, in Juju.
Right.
Juju has, and this is what we try to get everybody to understand. Juju is marketable.
Right.
So Juju can sign all of these deals. He's on when they say NIL coming from high school kids. Everybody, I said, listen, it's only 2 kids that's gonna benefit from it.
Right. The rest of y'all?
Oh yeah. Okay, somebody might give you $500, or somebody might give you a gym membership. Y'all not finna make no millions off this.
Right.
You're not. Right. And even the college kids.
Right.
Dude, if you don't go to this school, somebody might give you a Starbucks deal.
Right.
Well, you can go get some free Starbucks.
Right.
Ain't nobody thinking you know car.
Yeah, you're not getting.
Ain't nobody finna just sign you.
You're not getting a Lambo like old boy at Georgia. I'm like, what? Why are they giving? Y'all already got
quarterback.
Y'all ain't got speed auctions in Georgia, man, you need to get a doggone Honda Accord.
You don't want no Honda Accord. That ain't pretty.
Yeah, Honda Accord, because y'all be tripping.
I don't want no Honda deal. I want this Lambo.
Honda, okay?
I want this
Lambo. If you want to be able to hold people in it, get a CRV. Oh, I'm just like, what? The first time, man. Anyway,
it's not that's not sexy, and it's so crazy. Again, we was on this committee like 5 years ago when we knew NIL was coming, and we put together this project, and everybody loved the project. And what it basically summed up, the cap should be $40,000.
Right.
You give a kid 10 grand, freshman, 20 sophomore, 30, 40 as a senior. That's more than enough money. For a college kid.
Bruh, you would have taken that, would you? Bruh.
Listen, I took the $40 meal money and thought I was rich. And they gave us for road trips. We got $40 for meal money. What? I was balling. Like, I put that money in my pocket.
What?
So imagine if they gave me 500, 1,000. This is the crazy part, E. All of these kids, all they're doing is shopping. They buying.
Buying stuff. I'm telling you, that's all they're doing.
Putting rims, like they showing up to games with $10,000 worth of Gucci luggage
and getting it stolen.
They ain't saving no money. They got Rolexes. They got it looked like an NFL. I think sometime at NFL game with some of these dudes put up.
I mean, some boys in Colorado, they were looking ridiculous.
Eric Singleton, freshman receiver at Tech, he got a vet. He just got a Corvette.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Icebox loving it. Icebox man.
Man, they killing these dudes, man. No, ain't nobody putting no money away. Ain't nobody saying, "Hey, let me just look." Okay,
and we're laughing at it, but it's to me it's sad because it's you all about now and people and flashing and doing it for the gram and instead of being smart with it. And that's the whole thing to me. That's the whole.
Because you need to understand, and Dion talked about this when he read the email about the kid, one of his kids who the teacher emailed because he in class, he ain't doing nothing in class.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Bruh, all y'all ain't going to the NFL?
All y'all ain't going to the NFL.
Mark say ain't nobody bought a Honda Accord and wear polo. No, but they Gucci.
Man, that's what they do, Marlon. I told you, man.
They Gucci down. These boys. Listen, it's just like a lot of these kids who were enrolling early. They leaving high school and they enroll early because they want to go on and get that NIL check now.
Yeah.
My partner's son has enrolled early. Got his first check for $17,000.
That's good.
18-year-old with $17,000.
I go early too.
It grown folk who ain't got the hand on $17,000. I know I don't. 17 racks right now.
Right now.
And you 18. Y'all, listen to me good. Well, I was making $600 at Six Flags. Couldn't tell me nothing. So imagine putting $17K in my hand.
He couldn't tell none of them people at Six Flags nothing.
I had $600. It was Waffle House for everybody. $600.
Man,
then we go to Cumberland and tear them all down.
Y'all just don't understand about Six Flags money.
We was rich. And all us to this day, we all sit around and laugh and say,
laugh.
We should have put that money away. We should have put that money in an envelope and put it away. But no.
Lord have mercy.
I can blow it today because I'm going to get it back tomorrow.
Basically, y'all did.
We got it back tomorrow. Y'all, the dumbest thing I ever did. The dumbest thing I ever did. See, some of the
Antoine, I did not. I don't know about y'all. I did not.
Twan, that's the money we talking about.
People.
We ain't talking about the paycheck, Twan. I used to give my mama my paycheck. Y'all, the dumbest thing I did. Two dumb things, but the dumbest thing I did, I went and bought one, not a set. I bought one Recaro seat for my car.
So I'm gonna have this seat. So one seat.
If you roll with me,
how much is one seat,
you say, "What my seat?"
It's in my seat.
I don't know what your seat. My seat fancy. Your seat factory. It was dumb.
Were you stupid?
It was dumb.
Man, one seat.
We went out to Lennox. We went out to Lennox one day.
I'm telling you, I had to take Avery out there a couple of days. And I walked by the polo shop. I said, you just don't understand how many black people used to be in this polo shop. This crazy, y'all. This crazy.
Hey.
Why were we like ballers in high school like that? What were we doing?
Me and John Lewis. We had just got the bag for the day. We say we got enough time to get to Lennox.
It's one time, and we had a money belt too.
Your teal. That's how you had a teal.
Oh, so that's why you were over there with the games.
Yeah, we was all over the game.
Oh, okay.
All the game.
Gotcha.
We done went to Lennox. I done dropped like $230 on a polo rugby shirt. Just because I could.
Yep.
I wore that shirt like 2 times. And the girl I was dating that time, she took it. I used to every day like, hey, so I need that shirt back. So I paid $20 for that shirt. You say, if you pay $230 for that shirt, you stupid. Right. I said, don't matter. I go get another one then. Because I'm going to get that bag again.
Yeah, man, y'all stupid. What
a time, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
What a time.
If y'all know anybody who worked at Six Flags, they will get into the money.
Dude, what you talking about?
They will get to the money. We're going to do a documentary on this thing one day. So, they were crazy. So just imagine the money Six Flags would make because they weren't even missing the money.
What? This ain't nothing to y'all. Good gracious.
Y'all, I worked at Six Flags. I graduated college.
So I ain't quit my job.
This was the best job ever.
Were you stupid?
Listen, right. We was rich. We were
Six Flags rich.
My boy Adrian went and spent $600 at Sears on some alloy rims. Not chrome, alloy. Great American Wheel Racing. Look it up.
Oh my gosh.
Look it up.
Stupid. Woo!
Look it up.
Woo, y'all stupid.
I was trying to get me a detachable. I was trying to get me a detachable steering wheel because I saw my boy had one. My car wasn't equipped.
You can't do that. So you just had that one nice seat.
I went and got that one Recaro, not a set. Y'all went about one Recaro seat.
Lisa Maceo said he's going to a draft party with us.
Yeah.
So anyway, my last question for you is this one, Maceo. The NFL goes to Brazil Friday night, week 1. Friday night. Y'all, did y'all hear me? Week 1, Friday night. Packers against the Eagles.
First of all, that trip gonna be a disaster.
Oh yeah, a huge disaster. Huge disaster.
Of all the places y'all could take the NFL, y'all take to Brazil?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if none of y'all have ever been to Brazil. But let me tell you, that's not a place for millionaires.
No, it's not.
Trust me when I tell y'all this.
For millionaires who have a propensity to just get with beautiful women.
So I'm just gonna tell y'all this. I'm just gonna tell y'all that, and I know from experience. Speak from experience. It's gonna be so many dudes over there who gonna be sending back women.
Yeah.
And they gonna a bunch of dudes gonna find them some brides over there.
Yeah, because I mean that's their real booties. That's their real booties.
And when they get over here, they're gonna divorce them dudes. Soon they get up, they're gonna be over here, get their citizenship about shit. In about 6 months, they're gonna divorce these dudes. But whatever.
And take all
These
the
dudes
money.
are gonna be so
Yeah.
y'all. Bruh, listen what I'm telling y'all. This was the worst idea ever. So clearly, somebody in NFL front office, they using this as a so they can get over there.
Yeah.
And they just gonna throw the teams over there and disguise it as that. This is gonna be a fight. Do not be surprised if this is a sorry game.
Yeah.
Do not be surprised if this is a sorry game. And they're gonna be over there all week.
All week. Game on Friday night.
This is gonna be a disaster. I promise y'all this is gonna be a disaster.
Oh.
We have pictures from Brazil I will never post. Matter of fact, I don't even know where they are.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't even know where they are. But I can tell y'all this. My partner, who ended up falling in love over there, sent the girl back. He was married to this chick by 2 years. He put her up. She was a housewife. She
called him Poppy, didn't she? See, when they call you Poppy.
Listen.
OVA.
He came home one day. They were married 2 years. He came home one day. Everything gone.
She took everything, Poppy.
No trace of a nowhere. She done caught when she got over here like, yeah, you got this job with all these other dudes looking at me like that. She came up.
Right, yeah.
She came up. And it's so funny. We found her. We found the Instagram all stuff. I get still get a good laugh out of it now and then. She caught her man over here. She caught her man over there to get over here. And then she can't, like, she upgraded, like, man.
Yeah, she used your boy as a stepping stone.
This gonna be a disaster. That game probably gonna be 10-7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys gonna be looking like they can't run. You can be like, what wrong with them? Be overthrows. Like, y'all, listen, they done tapped that. Listen, yeah. They've been over here all week.
All week.
And if y'all don't think them girls already plotting,
they ready.
They know the hotels, man. But whoo, Lord. Somebody like, who want to go cover that game? Everybody like, what's up? What's up? Y'all just gonna have to we're gonna just assume what's happening over there.
Right, because I think the weather and the rain held it down in Vegas where it was, and people have been to Vegas, it was that. But this is a whole different animal right here. Marlon said he got dudes in the military that he knows just got caught up like that.
Y'all, just for giggles, just go to Instagram and just look up the carnival. Just Google Brazil, and just look at what everybody look like over there.
Yeah,
all skin complexion. All of them look like they run heels every day.
Yep.
Listen, they built like 5-star D1 tailback. I'm just telling you.
They perfected it. That's where they go to get the big booties.
Tails, thighs. Listen, bro. Listen. I hate this for the NFL. Lisa said they're gonna be wearing bikinis in the hotel. Lisa, they ain't gonna have on bikinis.
Yeah, they're gonna be topless.
They're gonna act like carnival going on. They're gonna paint it up. And them dudes, man, bro. Ever signed off on this, gonna get fired. Ever signed off? I bet y'all know who ain't going. Roger Goodell. I bet he ain't going.
Will he go? I mean,
no, he ain't going.
Yeah.
Roger makes $60 million a year.
Oh yeah.
He ain't going.
I ain't trying to get caught up.
Cause he gonna be the biggest target.
Right. I ain't trying to get caught up.
But before we go, I will say that because you're talking about that game being on a Friday in Brazil, and now we have the NFL who getting ready to take over Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this is gonna last as far as the NFL just being just so dominant, but everything the NFL do, they can't miss.
Well, because it's our game as Americans. That's truly our game, and nobody else plays football the way we play football, and how it's just ingrained in the soul of this country to the point where I just think that's why it can't miss. That's why it can't miss. And that's why, you know, strategically, I like the way that they do it, how you're not, you know, pushing a whole bunch of games in Europe, but doing just enough to where they're selling out those stadiums everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Everywhere they go.
So let me ask you this, E, because this is one of the things we have been going back and forth about. It's just amazing that we clamor for football so much. And you got the UFL now, the XFL, and whatever they combine. Well, why don't that work, E?
Well, because you know it's the minor leagues. You know it's the B team. You know it's not varsity, and so you cultivate those fan bases, those relationships. And I guess to me, I remember how excited we were about the AAF,
yeah,
and how going to the games and people were there.
Yeah.
But because you keep switching, you keep doing all this, it's hard to get that fan base. But places like St. Louis, who seems to get one of these, you know,
they love it. They love
different league teams. They're packing the stadium because they don't have anything else.
They got
you know what I'm saying? They don't have anything else. I mean, they had the Reds, but I mean, you know, they had the Blues too. So, but still, because they are so starved for football there, they are really supporting this team. And I think as it goes along, as it gets better, as the product gets better, and I like that it is the minor leagues officially for the NFL, that you get to see these guys. I mean, because you think about guys who were really good in the USFL and all these other places. You did see them on Sunday during the regular football,
right?
Because of what they were able to do. So I just think that because it's another new way of doing it, got to let people get used to it. I mean, because I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, I'm gonna watch some baseball first. I'm gonna watch. I watched a little bit Sunday, but I was watching the Braves too.
So let me ask you this, E. So I was saying this. I think instead of trying to play those games on the weekend when so much stuff going on, why don't they just play these games during the week?
That would be a good idea. I think that would be an excellent idea. I mean, because
play on Wednesday, playing on Saturday and Sunday for these leagues just not good. We're not gonna invest our time like that when everybody home during the week. Why not put it on the week?
Right. I agree. I think a Monday night and Thursday night in that league would be the way to go. But I think that because because the weather changes, the way football works so well is because people could be inside having parties, doing all that stuff. With football, with this league right here, once the weather changes, then you're competing with people wanting to be outside and wanting to go to a baseball game that's outside, you know, and because it's time for baseball, because it's time for soccer with MLS, who has already established themselves as well. You're trying to compete with all this. Once again, I don't know if they're going to have a good weekend this weekend because it's the Masters,
right?
You know, so it'll be interesting to see. Marlon, like a Monday night, if they did Friday night or even Monday night, I think it would be a better product because
people like, man, play that thing on Wednesday, man. People be chilling on Wednesday. Play that thing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't know, E. Great show, man. Appreciate you sitting in for the sickly Emmanuel Glaze. Get better, Glaze.
Get better,
Glaze. Chicken soup from Chick-fil-A. And drink the broth. You got to drink the broth. Don't just eat the noodles and chicken. It's some magic powers in that broth. I don't know what they do to that stuff. But you know. I guess I will be at the draft with E, but I'm not gonna stand next to E. If they get to number E and Lisa, telling y'all now, I'm leaving y'all because I don't want this smoke. I don't want this smoke. I'm gonna go way over there as they make the draft. I'm gonna keep my eye on y'all, When I think y'all done came back to, then I will come back and
yeah, but it's sheer ignorance on my part. Keep thinking they're gonna do something different when they don't. When they don't, so
the definition of insanity.
The definition of insanity. I would love to hear them say Jared Verse or Dallas Turner. Either one of them. I prefer Verse over Turner, but that's just me.
Out. But start thinking out. Start thinking tackles. Gotta protect the money. Gotta protect the money. Always follow the money, everybody. Always follow the money. The money gonna tell you where they going. Gonna tell you.
Once again, so why not explore that through free agency? Why not explore that through free agency with Kurt, that you're only gonna have, basically a 2-year contract. You have him for 2 years, basically. Why would you invest a draft pick in that when you need to do something else?
Y'all, I don't know everything. I just know what I know.
Yeah, and that's what it's gonna be. Marlon's like, we're gonna pick the left tackle from Montana State. That's what it's gonna be.
We're like, not Notre Dame.
Not Notre Dame. It's
not Florida State.
Obscure
not
ass
Georgia.
Play. Right. Well, nobody watched him like, oh yeah. Or he has short arms like Sam Baker. Like what? So who is making these decisions that you draft an offensive lineman when you need an offensive lineman to have a reach? And you draft the dude with the shortest arms. He's like a T-Rex out there.
On that note, y'all, we're gone. Everybody have a great night. Mets fans, stop texting me. This April.
They get so happy about
y'all know how this story go. We want y'all to get about a 12-game lead.
Man, they done already.
We can run y'all down.
They done already sit BB and CC's little nephew back down to the minors,
I mean, I'm like, if one more Met fan send me about these 16 rounds, like, dog, talk to me in October.
Man, them fools got hawked down twice.
We do it every year. Like we gonna spot y'all 12 games. We spotted y'all 16 games.
16 games.
And ran you down.
Ran up down
y'all. Out of Mets. The Mets fan was so annoying at the stadium on Monday night. And get Braves. Whenever we have a bobblehead giveaway, if people got on the other team jersey, don't get them.
Don't give it to them. That's it. That's the same thing I say with the Falcons. I'm like, why are you taking other people's stuff?
Don't give them a bobblehead. Now, if they on regular clothes and they cheer for the Mets, okay, fine. But if they got on a Jacob deGrom jersey,
why do you have bobblehead?
Tell them to keep walking down. Why you want to hang Aaron bobblehead? Why?
Right.
You're a Mets fan. So yeah, that's my rant, everybody. Appreciate you, E. Everybody.
Love you, mean it.
Thursday. Love you back, shouty. We gone, y'all.
Bye, y'all.